I have some shallots that are cooking up in some olive oil. I have a little bit of prosciutto. You can use pancetta. I have some sun-dried tomatoes sliced up here, some garlic. I have a package of spinach. And I'm going to saute the onions first. Then I'll add the sun-dried tomatoes, the garlic. You don't want the garlic to get brown. When garlic gets too brown, it turns bitter. It has a sauce for pasta. Today I'm making lobster ravioli. I didn't stuff the raviolis myself. They're there. I'm going to add the sun-dried tomatoes. Saute that up a little bit. I'm going to add a little bit more oil right to the middle because the rest of it's very hot. A little bit more, and that's where I'm going to dump the garlic right in the middle there. I'll stir it all in. Now to this, I'm going to sprinkle in about a tablespoon of flour. Stir that in. What this is going to do is going to basically make a real, we use butter here, but I use the olive oil and the flour. And the olive oil will cause become a thickening agent. You'll see. You want to cook it for a minute or so to cook out the flour. You don't want the raw taste of flour. On here I have some heavy cream. After you cook that out a bit, I'm going to add in, I'm going to say half a cup of heavy cream. Stir that up. You'll see once it starts to boil up, it's going to thicken. I'm going to season it with a little salt and pepper. Okay, as it's warming up, you can see it's starting to thicken up. You can tell. And I pull this like this, you can see it separate. It's starting to thicken up. Add some Parmesan cheese. Oh, you can see it's starting to bubble now. I'm going to say it's probably about a quarter cup of Parmesan I'm going to add. Oh yeah, you can see it thickening up now. If it's too thick, you can always add more cream. You can add chicken stock. You can add milk. If you find that it gets too thick. Once I cook the pasta though, I'll add a little pasta water and that'll loosen it up a little bit. At this point we can lower the heat to low. Okay, now that this is thickened up, I'm going to add about a cup of torn spinach. And I kind of just stir that in and that'll wilt away. I always like to add a little green to my my creamy pasta sauces. I just stir that in. The spinach will heat up and it'll wilt down. You'll see. And like I said, once the pasta is cooked, you add a little bit of pasta water here because the pasta, when you cook pasta, you gotta make sure you salt the water good. Otherwise, pasta has no flavor. So the starchiness from the pasta and the salt in the water contributes nice to something like this. So at this point, okay, water's boiling. You're gonna salt, and like they say, you want to salt it like the sea. That's how you get tasty pasta. Okay, I'm gonna put the raviolis in. This is pretty much fresh pasta. It only takes about 4 minutes to cook. So after this pasta cooks, we're going to add some of this pasta water to our sauce to loosen it up a bit. Okay, let that go for a few minutes. Sauce is warming up. Okay, raviolis are just about done. I'm going to take a little bit of this pasta water. I'm going to add it into my sauce here. Stir that in. Yes, loosens it up a little bit. Okay. Now we will take some of this raviolis. Add it to our pasta. Add it to our sauce. And what I like to do is a little bit of this crispy pancetta, because I do like a little texture, and that adds a little salty goodness. Top it off with a little Parmesan, and you got dinner.